MD, what's going on? It's Fouad Abiad, and I'm here in Powerhouse on Woodward in Detroit, Michigan. Robbie came down and we just filmed a leg workout and getting ready for next year. I've been away from the stage for quite a while, and honestly it's driving me nuts, but you know, it's the name of the game. You have injuries sometimes and you got to take some time off. So you know, I had a couple minor quad tears this year and it kept me away from things. So basically in the last video you guys saw, I was supposed to be training legs with Evan. We were down in Connecticut there at Evan's gym, and I was really excited to train with him. And we got going, and I don't know if it was from all the driving because I drove from Windsor to New York or whatnot, but regardless, you know, I had a minor tear or a pull in my right quad, and I couldn't continue. I stayed and spotted Evan, whatever, and then you know, I went home from there and got some rehab done by my previous therapist, but I don't feel he really addressed it, and I actually had a reoccurring tear in the same place. So since then I've been seeing a new therapist, and he believes more in getting in there with your hands, because as you guys all know, in the last video you saw Adam Bogar was doing a Graston's technique with the tool he was using, just scraping the muscle and trying to break up scar tissue. The new therapist I'm seeing is Alvin Brown. He's done work with Jay Cutler and work with Ronnie in the past, and he has more experience with bodybuilders, I guess you could say, of their size or my size. But he believes more in getting in with your hands, not using any tools, because what he thinks is when you get in with your hands, you can feel the scar tissue and feel the knots and feel the tears, specifically where you need to feel them, and break them up that way with your hands instead of using a tool. When you use a tool, you're kind of scraping over a large area and you're breaking up good muscle tissue and bad muscle tissue all at once. So you're doing some damage even though you're doing some good at the same time. So it's really not an effective way to go about fixing things. So since seeing the new therapist, he's got me training again. I'm starting to feel pretty good. I feel like my legs are starting to respond working with him. I did take 4 to 5 weeks off of leg training altogether, and the leg workout you're seeing today is really, I think, the 4th leg workout back since my injury. And you know, he tells me every week how much heavier to go based on how he's feeling the scar tissue is breaking up inside my legs. So you know, this week he said to me, you know, I think you're ready to go 20 to 30% heavier. But in saying that, he still wants me doing 20 rep sets, because in the past I was doing 25s or 20s on the leg press, then I would move to squats and I would do 10 to 12 reps. So I was kind of getting a light workout and a heavy workout in the same workout. I was hitting both muscle fibers. Since the injury though, I've had to scale back and go light all the way through the workout. So I'm still trying to get some type of growth. So we've been doing, instead of just going light and doing 10 reps, I figure we'll go lighter and we'll do 20 to 25 reps and really still get a burn in the leg and in my quads. So, and that's what we've been doing. Today what you saw was me trying to get back a little bit to where I was before. I'm still not ready to squat. So we did the 20s on the leg extensions, we did the 20s on the leg press. Then I decided I wanted to try and hit hack squats for the first time since my injury. It's the first squatting exercise I've done really since I got hurt. And you know, it wasn't heavy. I was only doing about 3 plates. Even though this hack squat machine's a little heavier here, it's like an old school one, but I'm still just kind of being careful. I think I was repping out 12 or 13 reps. But for me, it's kind of a victory because, like I said, it's my first time squatting since my injury, and it felt really good. I didn't feel any tightness or tenderness anywhere in my quads. So I think what Alvin's been doing lately is really, really starting to work, and I'm going to be ready to get back to full speed soon. I've been talking a lot about scar tissue, and I don't think I've really kind of fully explained what that means. I get a lot of emails from people asking me, you know, what exactly does it mean when you say you're breaking up scar tissue? And I guess what I'm trying to say, and the reason, the way I'm trying to explain it is, when you have a minor tear in your quad, I mean, we all know what a major tear looks like. It's torn right off the bone, and the muscle, balls up and all that stuff. But when you have a minor tear in your quad, it's almost like the muscle is like a strand of string, and that strand of string gets broken in half, and the body fixes it by mending it back together. But when it gets mended back together in that middle point, there's scar tissue built up there to mend it back together. It's almost like the glue that holds that string back together. And it makes the string shorter, and it creates a knot in that area. And what that does is it makes it harder for the muscle to function properly. So by getting deep tissue massage on a regular basis, we're breaking that scar tissue up so the muscle can almost heal back to the way it was originally, so it functions properly again. And that way there's no tightness or tenderness or any reoccurring tears in that same area. So this year, me and Hani kind of devised a plan after last season. And our plan was to really come back and make a dramatic change to my physique. Kind of like Phil did the year he took a break and then he came back at the Ironman. He looked completely different. So, we were looking at making that kind of a dramatic change, building the legs, building the arms, kind of creating a complete physique. And we thought to do that, getting me up to 300 pounds would really get me there, especially if I could get to 300 pounds in relatively good shape. So we've been trying to get there, and now we're probably, a year into the off-season, and it's been really long, but, we're a year into the off-season, and I'm still sitting at 284 this morning. I got up to 295 at one point, but, the key was to get to 300 and still have quality, and it seems like, I've been eating a lot more rice and things to try and get more calories in because it just seems to be going down easier. And it really just feels like the more clean food I eat, the leaner my body gets and the lighter my weight is. Like, for example, yesterday I ate 7 meals yesterday. Normally I eat 6. Yesterday I ate 7. And all clean meals, of course, because this year for some reason I've just been eating cleaner. But I woke up 2 pounds lighter than the morning before. So the only way for me to explain it is my body's really utilizing the good calories, but I also think maybe it might be time for a change. I think I've been doing a lot of rice and a lot of oatmeal to try and get down more food, but it might not be a dense enough carb. I think I might need to add in some potatoes again, possibly some pasta even, and really try and get my body to slow down. People have been emailing me on, Facebook and my personal email and on MD and on the Q&A, and people have been asking me, when are you coming back to compete? It's been over a year and this and that, and what are your plans? And I tell them all the same thing. It's driving me crazy being away from the stage because I've never taken this amount of time off. But they're going to be in for a pleasant surprise when I do come back, because I think a lot of the things we've done in this off season have really paid off. I think you'll see in the leg workout video that I just shot at the end there, I hit a few poses, my legs have come up, and I think it's going to be even more dramatic when I'm nice and lean on the stage. But I tell them all, aside from being bored from not competing, I tell them all the Phoenix Pro is my first show back, because I don't know if I can get the invite to the Arnold's without competing first. And I don't mind doing a show first anyhow, just to kind of get my body back in that groove. But the Phoenix Pro is on my list, and I believe that's in the beginning of February or middle of February. So we have a date set for a diet, to start my diet on November 13th. And I plan on winning that show because, my last set of shows I did, I really feel like I didn't get the placing I deserved. But, we're champions, and you keep pushing through it and you come back better. And, I feel like I should have won that Tampa Bay show. And, people emailed me saying I should have won that show, but I didn't. But, I'm going to make up for it. There's no use crying over spilled milk. It's just time moves on and you get better. And I feel like I'm going to come back better. And I feel like that show is mine to lose. After that, we're moving on to the Arnold's. And my goal there is top 6. And I really feel like I have the tools to be in that top 6. And it's really... I think I should have reached this potential sooner, and it's just taken me longer to reach my potential. But I'm definitely closer to my potential now than I was before, and it took me some time to get there, but I'm there now, and I do think that top 6 is within reach. And we all know top 6 at the Arnold is usually top 10 at the Olympia, or top 7 at the Olympia, because the only guy not there is Mr. Olympia himself. So that's the goal, and it's time for me to step up with the big boys, because you can only be, after 4 years as a pro, you can only do the small shows for so long. So I'm coming now.
That's it.
So one of the things me and Alvin have been working on, because Alvin also kind of gives me a little bit of guidance here and there on career, as well as the massage therapy. So he's kind of like a jack of all trades, I guess. But he's really pushed me to refocus myself and stop watching so much TV, I guess. So I turned the TV off. I got myself focused, and marketing has been my number one assignment, and giving back has been part of that assignment. And in probably the next 2 weeks, I'll be launching my new website. It's going to be very interactive. There'll be a member section, but it won't be you won't have to pay to be a member. You just sign in your email, and you'll be able to go in and get, a tip of the week kind of thing. Every week you'll get a tip of the week. You'll be able to see, new videos, not just training videos, but maybe cooking videos, nutritional videos, videos of me just out doing different stuff, kind of just like an entertainment thing. There's going to be Skype consultations for people, anybody who wants to get online and get on the web and talk to me personally about, what they're doing with their program. There'll be a 30-minute Skype consultation where you can sign on and talk to me about whatever you want. There's going to be a newsletter that you can sign up for, where if you sign up, I am planning on doing my own ebook. It's just going to be basically a few of my own training philosophies. It won't be long. It's more of an e-pamphlet. 3, 4, 5 pages just on my own training philosophies, something that you can all kind of follow along with and maybe copy and try on your own workouts. So, and like I said, again, that won't cost you any money. You just kind of fill in your email, and still, I'm going to be with MD doing the Q&A. So you guys can always ask me whatever you want on MD. I'm always there. I'm always checking the site to make sure whoever has asked me anything, I get back to them right away. So, like I said, there'll be a lot of new things coming out on the website. I am coming out with a new clothing line. It's going to have quite a few different pieces. Right now I just got one t-shirt, it's nothing special, but that clothing line will be out hopefully in the next month or two. A line of lifting gear will also be out, straps, belts, elbow sleeves, knee sleeves, all these things are being worked on. That'll also be out hopefully for the new year. And lastly, me and Mike Puccinella, who did Kai Green's DVD and Victor Martinez's DVD, we are working on one for me right now, leading up from now until the Arnold's. So that will be out hopefully, sometime after the Arnold's. And, hopefully you guys will all pick it up. I know he does great work, and I know it's going to be awesome. Me and Hani are still working together. So, I'm excited to see what he can do with me in the next few months. I've kind of left him alone recently because I know he's getting all the champions ready for the Olympia, but, my time will come soon. And, I don't know, I just want to thank Steve Bleckman for, always, supporting me and trusting in me that, this is going to pay off, when I hit the Arnold stage, he's, I'm really going to shine for MD. And I got to thank Muscle Tech because they always are there to support me for sure. And you guys, the fans are awesome. You guys are always emailing me. You guys are always supporting me. And thank you all, and stay on that Q&A, and I'll always be there for you.